We can change that box.
Hello, Stone. How you doing, man? Welcome to Shadow is a Dumbass. I am your host, the Black Shadow, and I'm an
Yeah,
honest.
if you are
Um,
fascist, try to play everyone at full.
I just can't believe I was so badly wrong. I'm so dumb. Yeah, so that's the basic premise. So fire liberals or kill Hitler for the liberals. Liberals need 6 fascists, or get Hitler in after 3.
Okay.
And hopefully don't fuck up like me. That sounds basic. That the rest of there are some other little minor rules like how things go, but we'll go there. Please don't type that down, Raven. I'm very sad. I'm already depressed. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Oh, I need to get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? Oh, there we go.
I think there's an eraser object. You need to free empty packs on here because Farou's the only one that can delete shit because he's the he's the host superior. Also,
I'll just chuck them off the side.
Everyone
could,
throw your empty
no, then
packs
they just
in
reappear.
Fruity space.
They just reappear.
Yeah, for
Doesn't
for
count.
your empty envelope into his space.
Oh,
It's
he's
on
already
the
off
side,
the
what the hell?
side.
I think he's actually got the game, so I'll invite him, sure. Right then. So that is pretty much that. That is the worst art I've ever fucking written in my life.
What the fuck?
Get out of the way. Ah, there we go.
He is gonna pitch such a fit. when he
He's
comes
gonna
back.
be so cross when he gets back here.
Why
Exemplify
do
it a
you
little
just
bit
pick
more.
up?
There we go. He's gonna be so angry.
Should we just wipe Hitler on his side?
No. I don't think that'll do.
Oh, someone joined.
That is indeed.
Dennis.
Hello, young sir.
Yep, it's Cure. I changed the name a while back.
Yeah, how you doing, man? Haven't heard from you for a while.
Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of work stuff.
Yeah, as is the way.
Other
No, I
things.
figured I'd throw you.
I think someone's in a rush to fulfill the fascist agenda.
No, I figured I'd put you in,
Oh.
so 'cause I know that
Hello.
you have a copy of this game, and didn't know if you were interested in joining. We are currently streaming live on
A
Twitch.
7th player?
Ooh.
7 players?
And we really
That'll make
would
it
like-
interesting.
We would
Oh,
really
yes,
like to have a
absolutely.
7th player. 'Cause
Yes.
It's totally changed how this game works. So
Yes.
if you're interested
Do
in
it.
joining,
Who
you are
are
more
we
than
talking
welcome,
about?
sir.
Who's the person in question?
And by please join, I mean I'm begging you, please join me. Please join.
Yeah, I'll join.
Fuck
Thank-
off, CM
Hooray.
fascist, you know shit. I mean, what
Wow, there we go. There we go. CM
Game's not even
fascist.
started. In fact, you know what?
Unfortunately, we have to refresh
the.
the pack because we have 7 players. We have to like change it now, which is a
Yeah,
shame.
are we?
Just
we
so
doing
curious, I want to
7
see
now?
what I
It
was.
looks like it. Yeah,
Okay,
I
everyone-
saw it. I was like,
everyone-
dare I say
Okay,
it?
everyone-
Stream here. So, when there are 7 or 8 players, there are now 2 fascists and Hitler as opposed to just 1. But the big thing, Hitler does not know who the fascists are, and this will be sorted out when everyone identifies their own roles. That is a big thing that changes a hell
And
of
power.
a lot of stuff. There are also different
And new power.
powers available as well. For example, after 2, the president will get the opportunity to investigate a player's identity card, which is their black and yellow card we've not used yet.
Danny, when you join in, pick the left or right side of the tables because we don't have. Oh,
Because there's space-wise, and also there's also apparently after the 3rd one that the president gets to actually pick the next presidential candidate rather than it's so just cycling around. He gets to physically choose who wants to be the next president. So it does change up quite a lot about the game, but makes it pretty good.
Right.
Also, we got some.
yeah,
company
Kira, you may
here.
have to go to the left or right side of the table. 'cause,
It's not too. It's fine. It's fine.
You can just click your.
Yeah, just change your color.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
just a bit more
just
balanced.
click on
That
it.
is unreadable.
It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark.
Also
Yeah,
unreadable.
I mean, you could even go to the other side. It's just Fruity and
No, left
Shadow
or
are
right,
big
because
boys. They
there's-
take up the whole
Then
side.
it'll be like 2 each side with the exception of 1.
No, don't split up the fascist team.
We haven't even drawn our roles yet. What about
Wait a
let's go to
second.
the
You can
cathedral?
import that
I like
picture.
cathedral.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, this
Now
is
we're getting
nice.
fancy.
fancy.
Now we're
Yes,
getting-
indeed.
I think that's
Wow.
Shadow in the background and my one with his hand in his head.
Yeah, that's me in the back right there. That's how I felt about 10 minutes ago, and still continue to do so. I'm
For
not
a minute,
talking
I
about
thought
the guy
this
in the
was
back
like-
view. I'm talking about the guy.
For a
in
minute,
front.
I thought this was fucking
Okay.
Balam Garden, and then I thought it was fucking
No.
Ultimisia's ring.
Okay.
Oh, don't say
So,
that. I've got it pre-ordered.
Everyone, take your
It'd be hard
packs.
for him to
Right,
forget
so
that.
everyone,
Unfortunately, a
don't
bit
take the
better.
box.
That's right.
Please don't take
Hell,
the
wait,
box.
wait,
Sorry.
wait. Drop the box. Drop it. Drop it.
Let's jump
For we shall deal
Okay.
us the
Oh, no.
decks.
I'm gonna
You need to
shuffle
not,
it first, 'cause I
yeah,
haven't
do
done
that. Wait,
it. Looks like somebody is violent.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
you can do everyone.
Wait, no.
Do everyone. Do everyone.
Yeah, I'll do everyone because
Okay.
Yeah.
like
just-
if you take it out too
no,
fast.
no,
you
don't,
get-
don't do that. Just click the due to all seated players.
I've already started.
he started, so he has to finish.
Okay.
I'm committed to this.
This ain't Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Last is the best.
Everyone has a roll now.
Yep. So everyone take out your cards out of your pack and put them into. So you can put them in your hand area. It comes up with a highlight thing. You can just press H and it will actually erase that highlight, which is pretty fucking useful. And then just get out the bits here, just back out there, so we can delete them.
Finally.
There
Should
we go.
we? Okay. Anyone still confused about the rules of 7 players?
Well,
Don't put
well,
them in my
the
zone, just put
process
them
that we
in-
do this first bit is a little bit different and a bit more complicated, admittedly, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
okay.
unsure, we
We'll
can ask them
we'll
to go. Also, I like
Battery.
CJ's box. It looks like that sword thing is like on the side of his box. It looks really cool.
yeah. That's
Pretty
what I was
cool.
going for.
Oh,
I can't do
yeah.
it with the front ones
That's
though.
pretty sweet. All right then. Okay, so everyone's got their cards, right?
Is
Yeah.
everyone
Indeed.
deleted their
some-
little envelope?
I'm trying, but my envelope ain't going nowhere.
Hang on a sec. Just click it and hold it, and then you can move it out. But
Yeah.
make sure you've taken everything.
Ah,
out.
there we go.
It should be-
Decided
yeah,
didn't want to for a while.
There we go. We're good.
I
Okay.
just need to change something quick, because for some reason everyone's very quiet.
That would be probably your fault. I hate to say.
Yeah,
I hate to
man.
say
That's
that.
your fault,
just
you
point it out
fascist
there.
pig.
It's a passage.
Also, got
They tried to listen in.
silver bullet on the on there. So I assume we're here to kill some werewolves in church. That's how it
We
works.
have
I don't know which I
gold.
like more.
I think the thing for me to do
Yeah,
is
of course,
up
of course,
volume
you take the.
Ah, that's hideous.
Okay, we have this ice
A bullet of
over here.
pure light.
Bullet of pure light. Yes, to dispel all evil demons. Hmm.
That would have probably been useful in XCOM.
Yeah, like anything else. Yes. Right then, okay, so we're about ready to get going here, I believe. Fascist
Yeah,
werewolves,
almost.
we're fucked, Legal. We are fucked. We've had fascist vampires, I've seen them before. But
Yes.
fascist werewolves, game over.
No.
Right, okay,
What
so we're about
about
ready to get
fascist
going. So
What about it's just fascist werewolves versus liberal vampires?
That would be interesting.
someone
see
make a
that.
film and go. Right,
Yeah, leave the fascist board alone.
right, okay, so we're about to get ready. So for those
Alright.
of you watching who do not want to know what is going on in this game, do not want to know people's
yes.
roles, then
Shall I direct people?
Yeah, please do.
Yes.
Okay, right. So everyone viewing,
In the witch.
everyone
Okay.
viewing the stream that does not want to know who anyone is, close your eyes now.
Good. Right. So
Okay.
the players
Players.
will now start. Yes.
Players, close your eyes now.
Oh, I need to look at my card first. I haven't done that.
Okay, actually, yeah. Everyone.
Everyone.
Look
Okay,
at cards
go.
first, all
Yeah,
players.
make sure you all know who you are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So sorry, how many is there now?
7. So we got to do it
It's
the long
7.
way.
2 fascists, 1 Hitler.
Mhm.
Ah, of course. Okay, that's how it works.
Mhm.
So I was just trying to
Yep.
check. So, right. So,
All players close their eyes.
yes, all players close their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yep.
would Hitler please spam your mouse cursor around the screen so the fascists can identify you?
But do not look.
Don't look. You can't open your eyes
Mhm.
yourself. Just give us a signal.
Yeah. We keep moving your
Now.
mouse.
All fascists, those guys, all fascists, open your eyes and observe Hitler. Okay. Fascists, close your eyes.
Hold on.
Hitler,
the fascists
stop.
The fascists need
Wait
to
a
know who
second.
each other are.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So the fascists.
Fascists, reveal your roles on the board.
So that the other fascists can see.
Hitler, make sure your eyes are still closed. Okay. Fascists, close your eyes. Hitler, stop waving your mouse around like a moron. And what is this?
That's
Yeah, I think that's it.
Right, so everyone can open
Okay.
their eyes now.
Everyone open your eyes.
Oh god, my
All right,
screen's
about
so
ready to
bright.
start.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
birds.
if anyone has
I
fucked
have
any
a look
part of
here.
that up, let us know right now.
Is that yeah.
Okay, we're all
There we go.
good.
Oh,
We're all
the
good.
game's on.
All right, then we are
Seems
off
so.
to the races. Okay, so Raven, as the last Hitler, will be president first. So you must now elect a chancellor. Anyone
Well,
you
since you were so kind to me, the last time, here you go, buddy.
Thank you. Much appreciated. God damn it! I'm still so steamed.
That's going to plague you
It's gonna
as
play me
long.
for a long time. That right? Okay, so
Yeah.
officially we should vote on this as to whether we are happy
Yep.
for me to
Should
be
vote,
chancellor or
yes.
not. You can say yes. You can say no.
You
It
vote
must
it?
be an outright majority for it to pass. Who wants to get out their ballot cards upside down?
CJ.
He's
Okay.
working
How
out.
do I
There you
flip
go.
around?
Whichever one
press
goes.
F.
F is flipped.
And then as you're holding
to-
it,
F to
press
flip.
F. As you've got
We're
it
not paying
held up like
respect here.
this.
Well, just put your mouse over.
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, so
well,
hold
You
it
can
down
also just put your mouse over it on the table, but either way works.
That's what I've
I'm
been
just
doing.
right clicking and
All
clicking.
right, vote.
Anyway.
That's it. Yeah.
Right, so
Alright, vote.
vote
Flip.
cards. There we go.
Overwhelming unanimous
Yep.
decision.
Okay, good
Of course,
decision.
because
It's
there's
a
that
first
good
one.
day for liberalism. Thank goodness. I said that last time though, so
Yeah, and
Yeah,
look
you
at that
did,
turned
that
out
didn't
for
go
you.
too well.
Hail the liberal shadow.
All right. So at this point, Raven, as president, will draw 3 policy cards face down, and he must
Now, keep in mind,
secretly
when you
dispose
right-click,
of
you have
one
to-
of these policy cards. He's got them. He must now secretly.
I've got them already.
Yeah, he's got them.
Don't draw it. You have to deal it.
Yeah,
you
it
have
goes
to-
either way. Yeah.
You know which one it is.
Yeah. So now, without saying anything, he must now dispose of one of those cards to the discard pile on the right, face down.
Mhm.
No one must know what's going on. And then he will then give the 2 other policy cards to the Chancellor, who is me.
Which
Chancellor
happens to
Shadow.
be
There we go.
Shadow.
At this point, the Chancellor shall now look at the 2 cards he's been given. And then he must then do the same. Choose which one he wants to enact, depending if he's liberal or fascist, I suppose. Dispose of one of the cards face down. And then
Or
show
if he wants to eliminate suspicion.
Well, that as well. And if he wants to put in the other one upwards, which is a nice, juicy-looking liberal policy. Hooray!
Good decision.
Juicy
At
like
this point,
rare
At
steak.
this point,
It,
this
it
point-
doesn't mean anything.
here's the
It
thing.
really doesn't
Now,
mean anything.
now, is Shadow making a ploy again? Discuss.
No.
I had a choice. I
It's
voted.
too early to tell.
I had a choice, and I said, "Yep, let's go liberal because we are liberals."
All right.
Whether I
Raven has stolen
The flag.
yes, we need that.
Wait, no,
Someone put it in there. I didn't touch it.
No.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Right,
So that now is
but
done.
first
The
of all,
presidentship now moves one
right,
clockwise.
we have no
so it's now
choice.
trivial.
We have nothing to believe they're
Yep.
both.
Trivial
gonna-
must now vote on a
not
chancellor
at the
who
moment,
cannot
no.
be the previous president or chancellor that was elected.
Yeah, we have nothing to go on right now.
I'm going to
He's got
test.
4 choices.
So it's going over. Oh, big here we go. Big times. It's CJ
Big CJ,
Yeah,
follow
how
that
fun.
train.
being voted potentially as a chancellor. So get out your yars or nines. If you're
Jawohl.
happy, not happy.
Mine out. God damn it.
10 or 9.
Good.
And you gonna get your card out, CJ, if you're happy to be whichever way around you want.
Yeah.
There we go. And
Vote
your
no
votes,
on
and I say, yeah,
myself.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
One more unanimous decision.
There we go. That's how democracy is built, everyone. On unanimous votes, I think.
Unanimosity.
So,
When
there we
is-
go.
when he starts
Or
moving.
destroyed. You know.
Should we grab his
yeah.
ring? There we go. But yeah, so let's say the extra kink on having more than 6 players is the fact that whoever Hitler is on this table doesn't actually know who the fascists are, which is a very strange place to be, I am sure. Because not in the
Hitler
belowhand,
is
you know who your
using us.
ally is, whereas Hitler now has to try and work out who his allies are, which is probably
That's
a very
probably a
tricky
bit
thing
of a
to
tough
work out.
time.
It must be pretty
Oh,
tough.
yeah.
I'd be very curious to see how this goes.
There you go.
So there's your 2
Chancellor.
cards. So put them in your hidden area. There's not to be any discussion on what policies you may or may not be seeing at this time. You can discuss your heart's
Okay.
content afterwards, but at this point, nothing. Yeah, you can chat about other things like the weather. You can chat about this lovely cathedral. You know,
How you got your ass kicked.
how I got my ass kicked. Yeah,
The weather's been nice in my
yeah,
area.
it's not been too bad here actually. It's a
Uh,
glorious sunset.
It's starting to
outside.
get more into fall weather,
Yeah,
which
is
is nice. I like the little bit of chill that it's not like sweltering heat.
glorious
fascist
at the
weather.
moment. It's
Huh?
it's a
Fascist.
lovely red hue on the side. Not a fascist hue, just a lovely red hue outside. For the sunset.
Okay, so
Like a
Nothing fascist
communist
all about it.
hue.
I envy you. It gets
Unfortunately.
bucketed down
right,
up here.
so I'll drag the one I don't want out to the
Disco
pile,
ball
yeah?
Right here,
face
yeah.
down. Sunday dinner.
Unfortunately, I do
I have
guess
Where
not
all
yet
the
had
you are
Sunday
in
dinner.
the
Actually,
hurricane area.
it looks like I've got
There we
some
go.
some chili bratwurst to put on the
And-
grill. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. It's
Ooh.
begun.
Just pull it.
Is a
Oh, that's,
fascist policy. Okay,
Ah, yeah.
right.
Right.
Now, the Inquisition
Okay.
are in.
So
What's
they
happened
get-
here? What has happened here? What was that? Did you give
I
me a
have no
choice
choice.
and you chose fascist? What's
No,
happened here?
I got three. I got three fascists.
You got 3 fascist cards, and
Yeah.
so
Yes.
CJ had no choice.
Well,
nope, pretty much.
how many fascist cards are there total in this deck?
There are a total of 11 fascist and 6 liberal.
Really? I
Okay.
thought it was
Yeah.
the reverse.
Nope,
It's,
11 fascist,
no,
6
no,
Oh, okay.
liberal.
it's 2/3 to 1/3 roughly.
About,
Okay.
yeah, basically. Okay,
All
so
right.
this is a continuous story here, which is interesting.
Okay,
Mhm.
we can. It's fine. We can work with this.
But yeah, some chili
But
bratwurst
in-
on the grill.
Let's
which is
make-
nice, never had them.
Or move to make Raven
first of all,
Chancellor.
Raven
Because this is
Hey!
a seven
as
player.
Chancellor.
This is a 7 players game, meaning that even liberal will want to get some fascist power.
Maybe. I mean, like, he shouldn't have to put in that situation, but sure. All right, okay. Let's put Raven in. Luckily, we can't lose the game if he's Hitler this time, so that's good.
Oh,
But
what
he's
are the
not at
chances?
stake. Everyone's happy. Votes
So
out.
they should have
One more vote.
done it again.
Who's not voted?
Hero for
Hero and CM. For...
Sorry, yeah, I was just.
he's reading. Yes. So the fascist powers for the president and start sooner as well. So that's worth pointing out.
Mhm.
Everyone gets their votes out, Mr. Kiro. There we go. And well, it doesn't matter if it's face.
Oh, let's just flip. Let's just
Yeah,
flip.
it's
Go
fine.
on.
I'm happy with it. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, pretty happy. Okay.
Yep.
Seems good. Seems good.
For now,
Mhm.
we'll see. What about you, Stone? So we'll grab his cards.
How are you doing that automatic deal, by the way?
Right click the thing, mouse over deal, and then click your color. Is
Or
how
you,
you
I
do
believe
this.
you can press draw.
Oh,
as well,
okay.
I
It's
believe
very good.
Hmm.
it's yeah, you can do it automatically, which is cool. Works for some.
Discard time.
Discard one of them. Pass those 2 over to the Chancellor. We've not yet got to like the end stage of vetoes yet. We have yet to get that far. It's a fun spot when
Have
you
your
get to that
pick,
far,
Sir Knight.
but we haven't got there yet. So now Raven of course has his 2 cards, and once he of course puts on a liberal card and shows how much of a liberal he is.
I'm sorry, you want to say that again?
Hooray! Liberalism for
Hey.
the win.
The good man gave me a choice.
And you chose. I'm very glad. I said that last time. It was
Mine good
horribly wrong.
president.
Lovely. Right. Okay then. So Liberals doing all right so far. 2 policies to 1. This is good stuff. No failed elections yet. We have not angered the people. Mr. Frury, who would you like as your beloved Chancellor?
Right. Well,
Beloved
um,
There's not much
Too
to
shame we
go on
don't
at the
have
moment,
any
is
female
there?
player.
Not much to go on.
The Chancellor vote or Chancellor electing powers has effectively doubled with these extra players.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Uh,
There's
hmm.
suddenly a lot more
No
choice.
wonder why we've hit. No wonder why Hitler was so powerful.
As we have demonstrated, it's because the Liberals are idiots, apparently. Or some of them.
Is there anyone whose loyalties I want to test?
Because bear in mind, of
You
course,
assume you're going to get the.
it's worth pointing out, of course, the second fascist power does
The-
allow. So if a fascist wants to hit, then the current president gets to investigate a player's identity card to say only
Okay,
for him.
first of all,
True.
do we even trust Craig though?
There's no
with the
reason.
power?
I have no reason
Do
to
we trust
distrust him at the
anyone
moment.
at this point? This is like
no
Pretty
reason
much,
to
yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
There's no
You
reason
can
to
trust me.
distrust anyone.
I'm pretty partial to everyone so far. I'm not strongly for
Um,
or against everyone here. I'm happy.
Yeah, Hero and Shadow haven't been tested yet.
I don't think either of us have
I-
had any powers so far.
I mean, you're president after me, so maybe maybe not.
It depends. I mean, you say it's a case of if you ask specifically suspicious someone, this is a decent chance to try and investigate that. But hopefully it just goes liberal policy, and then we win the game. That'd be great.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't really
only
work
three.
that way usually, but you know,
No, never. Some might have already been discarded.
it's
So I'm gonna
very
go.
possible. No one said as such yet though.
I want to figure out what you are actually, to be honest. In the event that there is a fascist policy.
Right, okay.
All right.
If there's a fascist policy, chances are he's got it.
This should be interesting. All right then. All right, are
Because
we happy
Trivial played a
for-
very interesting game last
Are
time.
we happy for Trivial to
So-
I didn't mean to press that. Happy for Trivial to where's my button? That's the button. There we go. We happy? Unhappy?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not bad.
Raven
No,
not so convinced.
I'm not this happy with it.
Raven
No,
not so
okay.
convinced.
That's even a word. What?
That's fine. I
not
can
bad.
understand that.
Mm,
President Frui. I thought I'd
Yes.
call myself that.
All right, if you want to draw your
Here we
cards,
go.
out,
Never will again.
as we wait for let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Everyone comes
Okay.
under greater and greater scrutiny.
Let's see.
It's only a very interested observer.
Okay. Shall it's weird, like it keeps going into the up zone, which I don't like. It's like I'm worried it's gonna show itself.
Well, yeah, just gotta be careful of it.
There you go, mister.
And have a nice look at
Right.
that glorious looking cathedral. What a place. You've got some
Bring on
pictures.
Sudan.
There's a man being
Oh,
crucified
yeah.
as
Yeah.
you know, happens
That's
in
not long
churches.
from now, isn't it?
I
Maybe-
swear, looking at the front does look
Next
like old
month, isn't
Mason's
it?
chamber.
It's a pretty glorious place to be playing a card game. I'm glad we got the permission of the resident bishop.
Yeah, and we're right in the middle of the hall too. Like,
Right. Well, where else are you going
Mm.
to put a table? You know, on the front at the pew. Use the front table as a test to play liberals versus fascists.
I mean, look to the left. There's a bit of an alcovey room there, with like
Uh-huh.
benches and stuff.
And now
I have to,
the
that is a pretty
rules
spiffy looking bench. Anyways, we're getting horribly distracted.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
liberal.
Hey,
Okay.
liberal policy. Good stuff.
Getting
Alright.
that.
I didn't realize there's actually people in these pews.
There are people in these pews, yes.
I only just worked out how to rotate the camera.
Yeah, it is a thing. All right.
The guy
so,
closest
good.
to the table looks
liberalism,
mighty bored.
liberalism is succeeding, everyone.
Do you want what my plan was? Do you want what my plan was there?
You gave him a choice?
No, I didn't.
No.
You were gonna
Yeah,
be
You're
and choose a
forced
Yeah,
fascist.
he-
into liberalism.
Yeah, he just forced me into it.
Okay, well then, why? How is that such a plan? What, you then gonna test Kiro by this? Is that your plan? I'm curious.
Could be.
Maybe.
I
All right.
mean,
Anyway, so
we're about to
Kiro
find out.
must now choose a chancellor. Cannot be the previous chancellor or president.
First of all, Craig, are you certain you didn't give me a? Are you certain you didn't? You get all three liberal.
So say it again.
You literally forced. You give me two liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you 2 liberals. That's what I gave you.
And what is
Yeah.
the third card?
The third card was a fascist.
So he's gotten rid of that.
Okay.
So it's not even a choice.
Dirty
just
fascist card.
Just to implement the liberal policy. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
Raven
let's-
over as chancellor.
Because I mean, when you were president, it was a fascist policy. So
you prefer Gothic cathedrals, do you, Gleague? I know
I'm not
a few
gonna-
people do.
I was thinking.
Can't
I'd give you a
blame him, to
choice,
be
but
fair.
then-
No, no,
All
they're
right,
pretty spiffy. All right then. So
Yeah,
Raven
I vote.
as chancellor. Are we happy? Unhappy?
Sorry, let me drink my tea.
There we go.
Well, what have we got? Things president, things.
Oh, by the way, if you are interested in the players, by the way, if you go to the top right, you can change the rotation degrees of stuff. You might want to set it to 90. It's rather than like 15 degrees. It's a bit weird. It just means you can just rotate stuff nice and easily.
Okay. Someone
That's
is
fair.
missing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
Mr.
90.
Furry,
Oh, yeah,
he's,
fine.
he's,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
sipping on
thinking
some
about it.
tea as he decides if he wants to vote in Raven as
Are you
Chancellor of
fascist?
Germany.
I'm a bit. I'm finding it a bit dodgy that you voted 9 earlier.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah,
go. Here we go.
See, I was suspicious of you trying to the investigative power because I don't know about you. You seem shifty to me.
You
But
were
you
trying
don't have
to
anything
take
to
the
go
I-
against.
I'm not
You
sure
know,
how-
you just put yourself in the best situation.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
now
we're
we're
out.
just we're just shifty as
Right, well, we
at each
voted-
other now,
Yeah.
aren't we?
No.
No, it has been
No.
Okay.
rejected. Okay.
The 9 was a bit dodgy earlier.
Interesting. So,
Okay.
Considering we had no reason to like.
right. So at that point, the election tracker moves over 1. If there are 3 failed elections in a row, then the people will get very pissed. And the presidential plaque moves 1 to the left, bypassing Kiro. So now it's my chance to choose who I want as chancellor.
All right, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna
we have to
put the
shuffle the
cards
deck.
back in the pile.
Well, I'm
Oh,
very
yeah, it's at
curious.
2.
because he hasn't again had much of a chance to choose her. So I'm actually gonna elect I want Kiro as my Chancellor. I think because I haven't seen much about him yet. So we'll see where he's at.
Mhm.
I can't vote for Raven anymore because otherwise I'll lose my pet. Whoops, fuck me. Sorry. But obviously I'm gonna vote yes. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm obviously going to vote yes.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. Alright.
Yeah, let's go for it.
We voting? Yeah.
Shadow is being
Alright.
dodgy.
Sorry. Yep. Everyone's happy. Good stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
excited to see what the
That's
new
all.
kid can do.
Right then. Oh yeah, you can just do it that way. That's pretty useful. Okay then.
Very
So
good.
we say we got our 3 cards. That's tempting. That is tempting. I tell you what, let's get rid of that card. And then we shall pass over the 2 remaining policies to Kiro. There we go. You got those?
Yep.
Good. Right. And I trust you. Hopefully. I'll find out if I do or not. So discard 1. Hooray! It's liberal. Very good.
Oh, you had to be good for a moment.
Wow.
Yeah. I gave him a choice and he
That
voted
was a bit
liberal.
spooky.
I gave
Yes.
him a choice. He voted liberal. I'm very
That's
proud of
fair.
you. Well done, Kiro. You have furthered the liberal agenda.
Got
This
4
could be a
already. What the
liberal
hell's
win.
going on?
Yeah,
Also, what the fuck's happened to that plaque? Holy shit.
right.
You're
There we go.
destroying
I
it.
fixed it.
Very good. All right.
think I
then.
just
So
flipped
the
it on
Liberals are
accident.
1 away from victory. Wow, this is really weird. That
Again.
means there's probably a lot
Again.
more fascist cards around.
What happened to the last game?
I think it's going to be very difficult though to get. Like, there's only 2
Another
left.
fact.
I mean,
again,
we said this
so-
last time, and then we lost the game. So,
No,
Who
you
lost
lost
the
the
game?
game.
well, I lost.
Why
the
not?
game.
I'm
This is why I'm
thinking-
just staying reserved
And
now, and I'm
you-
just quietly watching from afar.
And you accidentally pointed at one person, which the bullet going
I
to.
made many errors. I understand this. So CJ must elect a
Duck,
chancellor.
duck, goose.
Cannot
With-
be-
I'm going to go for
Ooh,
Frury.
Frury.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is no one getting shot in the cathedral? We'll see in about 5 minutes, Stone. All right, then. So Frury for chance elected by CJ. How do we feel about
Okay.
this, kids?
Don't worry,
All
Both
we
the
gotta do
names
is
start
follow
with
the
C.
damn
I'm
train.
still in
All
cahoots.
right, then.
don't worry. The police will probably sing our prayers.
Yes. At least
Right.
if
And the
someone does
votes
get
are-
shot, the graveyard's only outside. How do you feel? Yes. No, another note from Raven. Raven
Another 9.
deeply
Raven.
distrusting of Mr. Frury so
Okay.
far. It's interesting.
Not sure why that is, but all right.
I mean, if he, I
Mm,
mean,
no.
hopefully he's liberal. Hopefully he gets liberal card. The liberals win the game. That'd be great. The liberals.
Well, I have
need
to win a vote
victory.
first.
The liberals need a victory, please, because the liberals have been.
I'm
fucking
expecting
shocking.
3. I'm expecting. No, I won't say it. Let's get this done first.
I mean, mathematically,
Silly.
yes, it's heavily against getting any liberal cards. There are so many fascist cards in that pack. We accept this. So if you want to discard that, it's fine. Just put it
Don't worry,
there.
don't
we,
worry, don't
we
worry.
can clean that
Just
up
put it there.
first. That's fine.
There you go.
Then pass us over to Mr. Frury.
Will do.
Them cards.
I mean, if
Them
he
policies.
gets a liberal card and liberals win, it's like the most anticlimactic game of Secret
no,
Hitler
wouldn't
that's
that-
ever existed.
Yeah,
But,
right.
that's-
but,
no, that's just-
but
that's just-
remember, CJ also put down a
Wait.
fascist card,
This
which
is-
I
And if there was a fascist and there was no choice or something, they do get to look at a roll.
Yeah, this is
That's true.
true.
Yeah.
This is true. If it comes fascist, then we'll touch upon that. Come on, liberals. Come on, liberal. You can do it. We believe in you, little liberal. Look at it. It's begging for you. It's like, I want to be a liberal.
what,
Like
when
no
I-
one
when-
ever
A
was.
liberal.
Nah, unfortunately, it's
No.
really fascist. All right,
Okay.
then. So,
Okay,
first of all, I'm very interested. I mean, what happened there? No choice?
no choice. Now CJ, pick whoever in this board that you want to see.
Yes, so you will now have the option to view anyone here can view their party membership card, not the secret role card, their party membership card. They will drag it to your zone. You and only you can look at it,
Oh,
Oh.
and then you need to go and
Welcome
give
back,
it
Freddie.
back. All right.
Okay.
So anyone you want. If you're suspicious of someone, like Mr. Frury, if you gave him a choice, I don't know if you gave him a choice. I don't know what's happened there. No one's talked yet. Do you give,
Mhm.
What do you happen? Do you give him free cards or?
Game cards, one of each.
Oh, and he chose fascist.
Yeah,
One of each.
He had a choice. Fruity.
we had a choice.
What's
Mm,
going on?
This is kind of dodgy. There's another trivial me situation going on.
Wow. You
What
chose
the hell's
Fruity
going on?
chose a fascist over a liberal. Liberals could have won the game. Fruity, what's going on?
That is
Sorry, that's over there.
using the first word.
There is silence on his part. I can't.
Could
if
be
you're
either
speaking,
one.
I can't hear you. He's probably muted himself. He's like, "How do I get myself out of this situation?" He's
Well,
ashamed
Get the
of
shovels
his
ready,
fascist
boys.
tendencies.
There are two versions of the truth.
Yes, the
Yeah, yeah.
correct truth.
Very
and
true.
The C and
The
Fruity
truth
fascist.
and the
Yeah.
thing that's trying to be the truth.
Yes.
But we don't
The
know
problem
which
is
way.
now. The
Alright.
problem is now CJ can look at everyone's.
Well,
At
then
the
this
same time,
yeah. So
we have
CJ,
no
you get to
choice.
choose anyone you want. You name a person.
I mean, he doesn't reveal it
no
to anyone
problem.
but himself.
Nope, only you look.
Yeah. We, but at the same time, we could not trust him. Like we have nothing to trust him with.
Let's have a look at
Can everyone hear me?
Raven.
We can hear
Yeah,
you
you're
now,
a
you
bit
dirty
quiet.
fascist.
Okay,
You did quite.
right, so you can all hear
So-
me, yeah?
Yeah, you're
But,
good.
yeah,
you're good.
just
Yeah.
place your defense.
I don't know when everything stopped.
About a minute ago.
Yeah.
Right about when Shadow started calling you out as a fascist.
Yes. Pretty much.
To put it bluntly.
Pretty much.
I mean, did we discuss the possibility of like free fascist cars? I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, CJ said he
Yes.
gave you a
CJ
choice.
said he gave you a choice, but there
Yes, what
is
is your
there is the
defense?
possibility of another trivial me situation.
So that's why we want to hear
So
your
one
side
of you
this
is
before
lying.
We allot full blame. So you're saying you got two
Okay.
fascists, and he says he gave you a choice. So only one of you is correct here.
Well, that's false.
That is just clearly false. You,
I wasn't
you
given a
swear
choice.
by that.
Mathematically,
This is where
my
CJ
argument
needs to
stands.
decide whose member he wants to look at.
Well, I did say Raven.
Oh.
Oh,
You
Ravens.
want
Yeah,
to?
but-
You want to see my membership?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. All right then.
Okay.
Well,
Your
interesting.
membership.
So go have a look. Flip it, have a
Yes,
look. Make sure you are sure of what he is to you.
And then
give
flip it back and
then
give it
tell
back.
us if he was liberal or fascist.
Yes, please.
Make sure to
Sorry
pass
about
it-
that.
Make sure to pass it back to him upside down.
Or at all.
No, we can't be allowed to.
Okay.
Only you see. There you go. Right. So we've already got suspicions between both you and Rory. So what was that?
Okay,
Was he
see,
liberal,
yeah.
fascist?
He's a liberal or fascist.
Was he liberal,
you can
fascist? Then?
tell us.
You can
but
tell us.
Oh, liberal.
Oh, good. Everyone's liberal. Very
Okay.
nice.
He's right.
Okay.
Liberal
very
this
good.
time.
I mean, you would say that.
Hopefully, many fascists will be burnt at stakes. That would be good, legal. Be very happy with that.
Shadow, you keep saying that, yet you elected Hitler twice.
I understand. I have a troubled history.
And also,
I understand.
With this
that I've
second
made
article
mistakes
here,
in the
does that
past.
mean that the person looking at the card has to tell the truth?
No, he can say
No,
what he
they
wants.
can-
He doesn't
they
have to
can
tell
lie.
us. He can say what he wants.
They can
Yeah.
lie.
He
and
could
I'm
be
a bit-
Hitler.
He might be.
That would make things.
Yeah, I'm
he
just
easier.
trying
might
to get
be
a
Hitler
feel
and
for
try
the
to
bit
find
funny
him
about that.
fascist.
Mhm.
No, The only
I
the
find that-
only
I find that
time in
very
this
interesting.
game where players must tell the truth is if they are asked if they are Hitler for a situation where if they are Hitler the game ends.
No.
That's the
Okay,
only
first of all,
time.
I do
Other
not.
than- say what you want.
Right now, CJ is not on my trust list.
You are? Oh, you think so? You think so?
I
Really?
know. I
It's,
do not
it's
trust
interesting
CJ,
that,
nor
interesting that Raven would vote 9 on me twice.
Yeah.
And now
It's
we've got
you I
CJ
don't
saying he's
trust,
liberal.
though.
Why not?
Oh, we lost one flag.
Where's the past chance?
Oh, have we?
I think it's in the
There
brown
we are.
thing.
There
yeah,
it is.
there
There it is.
It
Yeah.
needs to go
Yeah,
There we
to.
go, we found it.
There you go. All right
Yep.
then,
So
Raven.
now Raven gets
So,
to choose a chancellor.
Mr. Liberal. This is so weird for me because like I've not been involved. I'm just watching at the moment. It's like I don't know. I don't know.
Who
I don't
has
know anything.
been on my
It's
good
hard
side
to tell who to
far?
trust.
Who was writing
That's-
CM
that's
fascist
the-
earlier?
Raven,
What?
like CM fascist earlier, already pointing fingers.
Sure, I never
he
said
might
that.
just be able to read the future.
You
we
wrote
don't
it
know.
on the board in graffiti. What are you talking about?
I didn't rate that. That was Shadow.
Can't be
You
CJ.
can't do that.
He was previously.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No,
I can't.
Shadow-
You're right. I
Shadow
can't.
wrote
I made a
hurry
bit here
up.
actually.
Oh,
Alright
okay.
then, so zooming in. This is so
I also
annoying,
can't
like,
rate
I'm
for
not
shit. I have a touchpad. Remember that.
involved. It's
Okay.
so weird. Not been Chancellor yet. This is kind of weird. I'm used to it being Chancellor. Okay, and so Azumi to be.
I just like to
well.
remind you all that CJ did call me a liberal.
He did. He said your card was liberal, and
But
I have.
what
That can only
the
mean
problem is, what? Yeah.
either both
Why
liberal
do
Ballot
you need
or
to
for it.
believe
fascist.
more of you?
All right then. So everyone get their cards out. It should really be upside down, ideally, CJ. But
Oh no, I forgot to
it's
swap it
fine.
over.
I'm happy as well. I'm happy as well.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
in agreement. Trivia was
in a
not
fair-
incorrect.
Honestly.
fairly
Sorry.
good consensus.
Sorry, I didn't
Not
vote. I just-
unanimous,
I was afraid of
but
Wow.
Hey, I will
Fairly.
take fairly good. Right, let me try this
Trivia
deal
was like
function.
suspicious of everyone here.
What color am I? Dark green?
that.
it's a bit
Shadow-
suspicious when people are saying 9, but
I really
gotta
don't
think, like-
know at this
No,
point.
right now,
I literally
Weapon
don't know.
and CJ is on my do not trust list. Shadow is in the middle.
I haven't done anything.
So,
I've not
yeah.
been.
Yes, no, you got completely-
I've done nothing either way. I got president once, and I gave some cards. That's literally all I've done this game.
Yes, it's true.
It's really weird.
Like
Nice.
Shadow might be ahead.
Who is this going to?
thank you,
Dude,
good
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting about 7 or more players is that there's
It's a
There's
lot
suddenly
harder
an
to
art
work
of,
out
like,
what's going on.
a fascist who doesn't know anything.
Well, yeah, Hitler has no idea who the fascist are.
Yeah.
It makes it
So
much
if
more-
anyone-
It's brilliant.
Like
a lot more.
But he's
it's-
about as knowledgeable as a
might
liberal.
be an like there might be
Interesting choice.
Come on, liberal.
Jesus.
Ah,
Oh.
What's this one now?
No, no, no.
President picks the
Oh.
next
So- yeah.
presidential candidate.
Why so many
Yep.
fascists? What's going on here, guys? What is happening?
I didn't have a choice. It was 3 fascists.
Raven.
Yeah, I didn't get
Azumi.
given a choice either.
Azumi, Raven. This is
Yeah.
ugh.
I'm sorry,
This
guys.
does look bad.
Right.
So wait,
what's
wait.
What's the power?
Right. So at
You
this
choose
point,
the next president.
First,
Yeah,
you-
so at this
yeah, you
point,
can
yes.
pick anyone,
yeah, the president.
Anyone.
So Azumi,
I
you
know
say
who I'm
but
not
not-
picking.
so you weren't given a
but
choice.
not CJ. That's for certain
Yeah, yeah.
because you can't because he's a previous president.
Very much, yeah.
Yeah. So
Even
you,
the one
you,
that-
you pick
well,
whoever
okay.
you want as. Can it not overwrite? Oh no, I don't think it can be.
Nope.
I'm not
Nope.
too
No,
sure.
I don't think you can.
I'll quickly just check. But yeah, so basically, you would choose whether you want to be as your next president, and then after that, it will go back to the usual routine. So trivial will be it afterwards.
After the
The
round where we-
Afterwards,
yeah.
right. Well, Trivial did vote no, so it's not in.
I mean, there's no point picking
Like,
it next to
you-
him. probably.
Yeah. You
What?
are sketchy as hell. I
Oh,
do not
anyone
trust
can
you.
be anyone can be president at all, even those that are term limited. The new president elects eligible chances. Sorry,
Really?
I'm just looking. Yeah, the president chooses any other player at the table to be the next presidential candidate by placing the card down. Any player can become president, even players that are term limited. The new
Okay.
president nominates
So
an
that
eligible
means-
player as chancellor as standard. But anyone can be president, even whoever was last president can actually be re-elected. Fascinatingly. So there you go. Either
So
way,
I could have voted for myself in theory.
well,
you can't.
you can't vote
With-
yourself in. It has to be someone else. It's worth pointing that out.
Just testing.
Just worth pointing out. Okay, and so you're going to make Kiro president. Okay. Interesting. So who does
Okay,
Kiro want
now
as president
Stan,
then?
Hero, whoever
Yep.
you pick chancellor, make sure
They
they're
have
not
to
Hitler.
confirm they're not Hitler.
At this point, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If Hitler is elected
Yes.
as the chancellor, the game ends. So they must check to see it. This is so awkward. I don't know anything. I feel so
Right.
information.
We're
rich.
sus of CJ and
It's
Fruy.
like 7 cards down, and I don't know. It's just so terrible.
With
Uh,
this one here, I can ask to see someone's.
No, that's
player
already
No,
been
you
enacted.
No, that's
It's
already,
already been done.
One time.
No, that's just on the turn it gets
Yeah,
It's a
it's
put
on
one-time
on.
the turn that
Oh,
it is
okay.
enacted. So, who do you want to be as chancellor, sir?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Shadow because he's the only one I have any kind of trust for.
The only
Oh,
neutral
my
person
God.
The
here.
only
You
neutral.
make-
the
yeah,
neutral
I've not done
Makes
anything in this
sense.
game. It's really weird.
God, he is the Poland of this table. Not Poland, Switzerland.
I mean, hold on, no, Kiro, hold on. We have to vote first.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So you better hope that this is a yes, otherwise that's going to make things awkward. Not that there's any reason to say no. No, don't put the policy bet. Just hold on to them now. It's
Oh.
You've got them. Right. Anyway, so are we going to
Oh,
vote me in
sorry.
as chancellor? Or
Yes.
I'd like to
Give
think
me a
hopefully
sec.
there's no reason not to. Right, folks, are we choosing? Yep, I'm
Sure.
happy.
Oh.
Some no. Ow,
Yeah.
some no's. I am
Some
hurt. I
nines.
am distinctly hurt. Well, it's a good thing you voted me in
No, I-
because I'm not Hitler, not remotely. Nope. I am legit nice, not Hitler person over.
Good to
here.
know.
Nice
Although you
liberal.
carry the fascist colours.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that was just
That
my
That has
choice.
absolutely no
communist.
bearing at all. So
Only a
communist.
chance.
Red's
Sorry.
fashionable this time of year.
yeah. See, there's red leaves
I
falling from the
guess.
trees now.
Sure. Right. Okay. What do we
Red's
got here?
fashionable this day of the week.
What do we got here?
Sorry, fashionable? Did you? Can't s-
Like,
you
like
almost said
I was
fascist.
getting a drink of water.
Okay then. Well, in that
Okay.
case, I see no other choice but to discard this policy. And
There's-
in
there's
an
very clearly a
interesting
choice.
state of affairs, it's liberal.
Yeah!
The
Hey!
Liberals win in a very
Interesting.
weird game.
All right.
So the question
That was
is,
kinda
who the
crazy.
hell was everyone? Because I have no idea. I've legit no idea. You must be liberal.
I am Hitler.
It was you
CM
two.
fascist.
It was
Fucking
you
hell,
two.
nigga.
Right?
Also, Furry, I changed my my pencil color and then framed
I
it.
didn't know you could do that.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair, the
in
moment
your
you
pencil,
two
it's,
voted
like, right there.
no, like I thought immediately, you must be fascist. You must be
Yeah,
fascist.
guys, really,
Like,
really.
if I'd had two fascists, I'd have
I'm
said,
sorry,
why did
Craig.
you two vote?
That was
no
my
for me?"
first no there, I think.
You're unlucky, to be fair, that a liberal card got drawn because there's still quite a few
Damn it.
cards here.
Sorry, Craig. I
Yeah,
thought
why
were
didn't you
liberal.
pick? Why didn't you pick a fascist policy?
Because,
because
could've-
why would
I
I have
could've-
done that?
No. I'm talking to trivial.
Yeah.
When I made
Yeah.
him chancellor or whatever it was,
Yeah,
you could have picked
Yeah,
fascist.
Chancellor.
I would
yeah,
have
I picked-
investigated you and then said he's liberal, right? That was the
No.
plan. But you
Yeah, it
went
is a bit
liberal
of a-
policy, and I was like, well, shit.
It's a bit of a ballsy play to throw down the liberal card
Yeah, I mean,
because
that's
there's only 5 that need to go
only if I
down.
need to go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the problem is, I do not know who
Yeah,
is a
I know,
fascist.
I'm aware. But the hint was me saying I didn't.
Oh, you
What
were
did I say?
Hitler. Oh, I thought it was Azumi actually. Oh no, you were Hitler. Oh
Yeah.
God.
I am.
Yeah.
So you didn't know.
Damn it.
So as soon as because I gave you what I did do is give you a choice, but then by saying I didn't give you a choice, I was hoping that would give you a hint, like,
Yeah.
oh,
No, you didn't
right.
say anything.
Get
Yeah,
up.
but I knew who you were. I knew you were Hitler.
Yeah,
I
he
said
knew
I
you
didn't
were, but
know.
you
Said I
know
didn't
who you
know.
were.
Because you're fascist. You
Me-
can't say anything.
But you see
No, I
how
can't, I know, but
suddenly when you're playing,
You
as
need to
Hit-
listen to hints.
Yeah, but you see how when you're playing as Hitler, but suddenly you don't know who the fascists are. You see how suddenly it
Yeah.
complicates everything
Shit.
so much.
That's
Makes
it.
it
We could
so
probably
much
fit
harder
one
to
more
work out.
game in.
The
I-
moment
Mhm.
Craig
Or
is
4.
backing up my story, I just know he's the fascist, but I do not know which. I know
No, but
this
the
two is
game
now.
the game encourages you, if you don't know who the fascists are, to try to look out for hints where they're trying to suggest that they're fascists.
Yeah.
That was it.
I have to admit, I think this is the first time I've ever seen 5 liberal cards coming down. Almost always the liberals win because they kill Hitler. Like to get 5 liberal cards down, that's pretty rare actually.
Hmm.
Fascinating.
Mhm.
Right, well, good stuff. The liberals have a victory. Hooray!
Interesting
Because
game.
the
Is
fascists-
is it 2-1 now?
It's 2-1
Yep.
Yep,
still
2-1.
to the fascists.
2-1 to Hitler. How
Yeah.
did the first one win? Was that with
Uh,
Shadow.
that was
Chancellor.
I
Elected.
elected.
Yeah, Shadow elected me.
Yeah, Zoom was.
Oh, you were
it-
okay.
You
So
had
we've had
no
two-
idea I was a fascist. I completely played
Yeah.
you. And then I got
Really
played.
good
So,
play.
hey. All right then.
And then you elected me.
And I elected him. Hooray! I've elected Hitler twice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
the
Let's,
greatest president ever.
So apparently the greatest fascist also. Like, I don't know what you want to be.
I don't know. All right.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Raven
let
gets
me,
the title of Ultimate Hitler.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well done, fascist team. You failed.
I'm sorry.
Dear me. All right. Then.
Man,
Look,
for
look,
we
set up
made
then.
such a scene in this church.
I know. Look,
Yeah.
look at the
Oh,
poor,
I'm
the
so
poor
sorry.
man to the back right. He's like, "What are you doing for it?
He's like, come on, I'm just trying.
Really?
It makes me wonder how elevated we are because the table's so small.
I think we're about like good several foot off the ground. We're doing pretty well.
Yeah.